All right, media, just testing the volume. If you can put in the chat if you can hear us. Okay, great. We're going to get started with Roz.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. How you doing? Tonight's the season opener. In what ways do you want to see the Sparks set the tone for the season tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think in the spirit with which we play. I think we understand technically there'll be some things we do poorly. Early in the season as you are trying to develop timing and chemistry and the understanding of your teammates and how to put each other in positions to be successful. But there's a spirit that we need to play basketball with from a competitive standpoint, from a desire to see our teammates succeed just as much or more than ourselves. To be a tough and gritty team. So I think those are some of the things that we'll be looking for tonight as we expect, the execution and some of the details to still be lagging a little bit as we spend more time together.
Coach, Simone Augustus, she just announced her retirement yesterday, and today she's on staff. She's going to be on the sideline as an assistant coach. We're just curious, what will her role be tonight and as you look forward into the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think her role tonight is to be money, to herself. I think will evolve with exactly what that looks like from an assistant coach standpoint, but ready to go. She was here early on the court, helping players get better, spending time, talking to players and, helping them understand situations. And, she's going to have a special gift for those things because of her career and the situations that she's been in. She can speak to a lot of it more than some of us can. So we'll see, what it exactly looks like, but we're thankful and excited to have someone of her caliber, willing to be a part of our group and our family still as she transitions into a new phase of her career and her life.
Dallas brings in last season's WNBA scoring leader, Enrique Ogunbowale. I think it might be easier to just ask, what are the things you think she does the best on offense than to say, what are you going to try to stop tonight?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now, she's unbelievable in transition, just relentless. Like if you don't get back and, build a wall defensively, she'll make you pay for it, whether it's, scoring and getting to the rim or, having the space that she needs to create her own shot. She can score from all three levels. And so we have to get our defense back and get it set. And I think the other thing is that she's relentless. She has a short memory when it comes to she's made the last four or missed the last four. Like she's only thinking about the one she's shooting at that time. And that speaks to her confidence and her belief in who she is and what she's capable of. And, that's what a lot of the great players have. And she definitely has those skills and that belief in herself.
John?
Hey, Coach, I was wondering if you could tell me the starting lineup, and then also, since you're going to have 10 players available today, how committed are you to, going deep into the rotation and using everybody in this game?
Yeah, no, all 10 players will definitely play. I think even, whether we have 11 bodies, 12 bodies, I think it's important, especially early in the season to, make sure players are having the opportunity to, put the work that they put in to work and get an opportunity to get in the game, start to find out where they can help us as a team, and try to discover some of those things right away. So all 10 players will play unless, barring some unforeseen set of circumstances. In terms of starting lineup, we'll submit it at the appropriate time, and especially in this game tonight. Dallas still has some players that will be arriving late, so their lineup could look a different way than maybe what it normally would look. So we'll announce our starters at the 30-minute mark when we have to submit it to the league, and then we'll go from there.
Does mean you win LA Times?
Coach, you didn't get to see Orella very much during training camp, but she still made the team. What impressed you the most about her, and what do you think she can bring to not only this team now, but the league in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think we, to your point, we didn't get a large sample size in terms of the number of days of training camp. But we did believe through obviously what we saw in college and why she was, slated to be a lottery pick. She didn't not show those things when she did arrive and when she did step on the court. We saw a lot of the skills and the confidence to go out and be an impact player, right away in her career. We're still going to make sure that she has time to continue to get herself physically and mentally, 100%. But she's in a good place now, we feel. Even though without the same amount of days, you don't get a spot in the WNBA by stumbling into it. Like you deserve it if you're here. So we definitely don't want to send the message that she accidentally got into the 12, even though she didn't have as many days as some others. So, I think we give her time to learn what this league is about and understand how she'll be impactful here at this level for our team. And, that'll change, over time. But we're excited to have Orella, and we're thankful for this opportunity to help her get her career started in the W.
Time for two more. We'll go to Brady and then with Miriam.
Hey, Derek, just wondering what the mood in the locker room is like going into the game. Obviously kind of a hard situation yesterday having to cut Sid, and with how deep your training camp roster was this year, I feel like that was a little bit of a unique situation for y'all to be down at the wire, and I'm guessing players not knowing who's going to be cut and a very popular player being cut. I'm assuming there's a lot of excitement tonight, but what's the locker room like with that kind of dichotomy?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not trying to get. I know what you mean as far as Sid, but I don't think I would have been able to cut her necessarily. I think that.
Sorry, my bad on that.
The one positive that for us comes out of this because we're going to miss Sydney a lot. And I told Sydney this yesterday that this is on me. This is not anything that has to do with what Sid can't do or who she isn't. Like, Sid is responsible for a lot of what we're going to become. And the one thing I felt like made it okay for us to do what we needed to do from a business standpoint was that she's going to Washington to play for a phenomenal basketball coach in Mike Tebow, a great person. They do things right in DC. They have a really good situation. They're going to be a good team. And Sid deserves that. She really does. She deserves all the great things in life. So we're going to miss her forever. And who knows, she'll be back, in the future. That opportunity presented itself. We love that one day. And excuse me if that's tampering. That's not what I mean. I'm just being honest about somebody that we really care about. To the other points you made about, I think this morning it was tough emotionally for a lot of our players. Not just Sydney not being here. Christina Migwe had been with us, the last year plus. She not being here. Simone's decision. That's a big decision emotionally for Simone and teammates and people that care about her. And then, players that, we had a number of players that had no idea whether they'd be on our roster or not when training camp started. And they didn't know until, we told them that they made it. So it was definitely an emotional, 24 hours. And from earlier this morning, I guess 12 to 18 hours. But the energy's better tonight. And hopefully we can have enough of it to figure out a way to win this game. Sorry that was so long.
That's all good. Last question, Miriam Swanson, LA Daily News. You're on mute. You're on mute, Miriam.
Sorry, there we go. My bad. Sorry. So about some of those other girls who, or women who did make the team, Mia, Bria, Obviously they had to work out for them to make this roster. What did they do? What did they like? And how, those conversations had to feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I think, part of us making this transition into a new era of Sparks basketball was about really, really embracing this idea that, like, players that are just like hungry and really, really like thirsty to like be in this league, to not take any possessions off, to be able to defend and get after people physically, but also play a physical style of basketball offensively, being able to attack the basket and to be able to rebound outside of your area with length and arms and strength. And we felt like both Nia and Bria showed a lot of those things during training camp. It wasn't that we hadn't seen it before, in their first few years in this league, but we had no idea we'd be, I think, as impressed with not just what they can potentially do on the court, but they're both just amazing people. And that's really at the top of the list, or what we want to continue to be here in LA. And that's something we've prided ourselves on in the past. And that's something we are going to carry into this new era is women of great character and integrity. And both Nia and Bria are two of the best.
Thank you. Thanks, media.